What is a Keystone movie? With every season, it grows clearer, a cinematic echo ringing through the halls of film history. But why is that something we should care about? Armed with a new perspective, the Copycats will dive headfirst into these questions and more this season for Freaky Wednesday. Hello, and welcome to Keystone Copycats with Chris and Zach. I, of course, am your host, Zach, and he, of course, is your other host.
Yeah, Jacob.
Hello, Jacob.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Hey.
And Heimer.
Hey.
It's a hyphen.
That might be my name, too. Did people ever shout at you?
No,
hang on. Did people ever shout at you?
No. People shout at me.
Because these motherfuckers, when I go out...
You mean that? Do they shout?
Yeah, a little bit louder now.
I don't remember the whole saying. So are you just saying that?
That's what they say.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant to.
Whenever I go out, the people always shout.
There goes John Jacob Jingleheimer.
Yeah.
Wow. It's weird how memory works. Mine
it
does
though?
it always work.
Yeah, it's weird how memory works or doesn't.
Yeah. Well,
That's good. That's good stuff. Hey, how you doing?
fine. I didn't know where to start this week because I realized everything I wanted to talk about was about, well, we're in the future, as we do.
As usual.
And I wanted to talk about Christmas, but that's like 2 weeks. We're like 2 weeks in the future.
I don't care.
So
we can talk about it.
Well, here's the thing.
Do you want to talk about what we did on Christmas, even though we haven't yet?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I'm getting the house all ready for our party, and I was painting like the third coat of the steps because I'm painting my foyer.
Yeah, you better paint that house. I'm going to be pissed if it's not painted when I get there.
Well, I was painting, and I'm painting like the whole thing coming down, so I started up, obviously, because there's steps. And I'm painting down, and all of a sudden I hear the fucking dogs, and I'm like, fuck, they must have snuck upstairs, and now they're trapped because of this wet paint. Mm-hmm. And so I went downstairs just to check, and they were downstairs in the bed, and I forgot that I have raccoons or possums upstairs, but there was bells, and I'm like, oh no, it's a Jacob Marley thing with dogs. And I'm like, the dogs of my past have showed up as ghosts.
Oh no, it's Sammy here for you.
Tell me a tale about my greed.
And also piss on your floor at the same time.
You know what? That's what it is, because I'm painting over the piss. And she showed up because she's pissed that I've covered the scent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that happened, and then I realized that when I was telling someone at my work, like I'm like, oh, but it was just the possums. I'm too comfortable.
Like the possums?
I'm too comfortable with the fact that shit's living in my attic, and I just won't go up there now.
Dude, possums eat ticks.
Okay,
they're beneficial to us.
I mean, they're gross. I don't care. I'm sure there's other things that will eat my ticks. Yeah. That I don't need the possum.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
I don't think the possum's going to come down and like a monkey go through my dog's fur looking for ticks. I'm pretty sure they would just bite the dogs a lot and then also be like, and I eat ticks, and then run off. But I guess we won't know because they're trapped up there.
Well, you got to put a camera up there.
Oh, I don't want to catch the ghouls.
So we're starting a Patreon that's just a live stream of a camera in Chris's house.
I think the attic is just fine, but
we can have a couple.
You will see a lot, and a lot of just why was he doing that? Like a lot of me looking at stuff for a long time by myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of talking, but not really.
Yeah,
just kind of mumbling.
Yeah. We did get a voicemail. I haven't listened to it yet, so we're not going to play it on the show yet.
Oh, good.
Maybe next week after I listen to it.
Well, that's good. I'm not. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm over caffeinated because I'm drinking. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm drinking something called almond nog, and
fuck you.
That it was in my fridge. My lady got this creamer and it's almond nog.
Your lover,
and I realized that's such a good name. Hi. I'm Almond Nog. I'll be doing your taxes.
You may remember me from such accounting firms as... Wait, no. He's not Troy McClure.
I hope he's not doing my taxes. I hope Almond's not doing my taxes this year.
Call me Al. Al Nog.
You're telling me if a guy walked up and said almond nog, you would shake his hand confidently?
Okay.
You're looking away. Look at my eyes.
If we knew somebody for like many years
Name Al
and their name
Nog?
was Al,
Oh.
and then we later found out that it was short for almond, would you lose your mind? Because I would.
Absolutely. I would worry that all these other abbreviated names were actually long or short versions of, nuts.
You know, it's a real problem that I have these like really stupid ideas for naming children, because then when I suggest real names to my wife, she's like, "No, you're stupid. You have dumb ideas." And I'm like, "Yeah, she's right."
Because she thinks you're building
She's
towards
right.
something. She thinks you're building towards something, towards a stupid joke with you and your stupid friend who's loud.
Which one?
In the house. You got the one. And it's me, Jacob.
Mr. Schmidt? Hey, there he goes.
You'll be happy to know that egg production is a booming.
Oh, he's rolling in the eggs.
I got too many, but I won't eat them. It's going back to the dog thing.
You have too many because you won't eat them.
That's what I said. No, but I need someone to take these, and I keep forgetting to bring them to people.
My lovely wife.
I don't know. I
would
feel
appreciate some
weird.
eggs.
I feel weird, like, coming with a basket of eggs.
I got eggs.
I always thought that was such a
I'm the
weird
egg
thing
man.
that I'm like, I don't want to eat your eggs. But now I'm that guy who's like, hey, I have so many eggs. Will you please take the eggs?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to throw them at people. Like, all the chicken's hard work. And really, it's my money because I pay for the food for those fucking deadbeat chickens.
Yeah.
And then I just start throwing money. Like, that's what it would be. I'm just throwing nickels.
Yeah. I think it's more than nickels.
Oh, yeah.
You might be throwing dimes.
That fence was
Dropping
pretty pricey.
dimes.
It was like $16. So, I don't know. I think I'm taking a loss this year.
Huh.
But, Almond will find out. My CPA Almond will let me know what I need to do better for next year.
I think when we look back on 2021... we will remember it for you as the year of the eggs.
Yeah. The great egging.
Yeah, you had egg early on. You had a singular egg, and now you have many eggs.
Dude sucked. Yeah, Zach used to call this former owner of a
Former
company.
associate.
I used to sub for. He used to call him Egg. Not that that matters at all.
He is glorious.
I hate it.
Glory
I
to
hated
he.
everything about it.
The all-powerful egg.
But anyway, you're supposed to, speaking of work, you're supposed to tell me a work story.
Oh, I was going to tell you a work story, which is rare for me because I haven't got a job in the world. But, so I booked some work with this guy, like 3 works.
Egg?
3 works. I booked like 3 weeks worth of editing work with this guy, and then that project was over, and then he called me back and was like, hey, I need, like, we have another, like, we did a reshoot on this project. Can you work? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. He's like, yeah, I need you these 2 days. I'm like, cool. So it's Monday, Tuesday. I do Monday. It goes late. Like, we had internet issues downloading footage, and it was this very like tedious interview that I had to like sift through. Tuesday comes and he's like, oh man, we're in bad shape, this thing's rough, the interview was whack, whatever, blah blah blah. He's like,
did he say whack?
No, I said whack.
Okay, well, what'd he say?
I don't recall
because
I'm consolidating.
Does he use a translator?
So what he said to me,
he's from Dubai.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's the
No,
boy.
he's not.
He's the boy then.
So he says, just in case we go late and have to work like tonight, what's your night look like? And I said, this is gonna sound weird, but I have to watch The Hot Chick. And he had the best response possible. He said, well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
As one does.
So that's my work story with this new guy that I'm like have been working with lately, who like I want to make a good impression with him, but for when he's asking what I'm doing that night, when I say, well, I have to watch The Hot Chick.
I mean, you didn't have to say that. You
no, but I
chose
did
to
say,
that.
I did, but I then said, but I can watch it tomorrow if I need to. And he said, no, it's fine. I was like, oh man.
I love how the importance of watching The Hot Chick
said,
without any backstory.
I was like, this is going to sound weird.
To your boy.
But.
I'm sorry, da boy.
So.
Well, excellent work. You've now lost income. Good for you.
So that's a good segue into we're watching The Hot Chick.
And I'm pissed.
Because you had to watch The Hot Chick?
No, because I wrote down New Girl because I forgot what it was called. And I'm like, oh, I like this show. I'm like...
And you're like, why are we doing a show?
I was thinking there was an episode with a body swap. And I'm like, I thought that for some reason I was going to hate this week. And then I realized I fucked up. And I'm like, wait a second. He said Rob Schneider. He wasn't in this show, was he? And then I'm like, oh, God. I was like... I was
Well, it wasn't the animal.
I was about to say, is it the animal? Is it the same movie?
Animal. But it's basically the same movie.
How do we start this?
I have 2 pages of notes, is what I'm saying.
I do too. I paid attention. The thing is, I had a page of notes in 5 minutes.
I got a lot of dude. Same
right away.
Same
right away. For anyone who we're gonna give you a week off. You don't have to watch this.
Don't watch the hot
We're gonna tell you
it sucks so bad
about this movie, and this is the normal. If you've been paying attention this whole season, or even during the Christmas mini thing that Zach made me do, I wanted to add that. Then you know that we are basically shitting on early 2000 movies, and this is part of it. Like,
we hate them.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned.
We've been harping on them pretty hard.
You know,
besides Prestige, what is great about that time?
I mean, there are a lot of great movies. There aren't a lot of great comedies. That's the problem.
No.
Like, this movie makes The Change Up look like The Prestige.
It's watchable. Like, this is not.
There were funny moments in The Change Up. There were interesting stuff. But I think the big thing is Rob Schneider is so unlikable.
I kept walking out of the room to go paint, and I kept making myself go back and pause it. Like, nope, you said you'd watch it.
You have to watch it.
And I had to. And there's so many times I walked out like, nope, I'm just not. I'm gonna tell the audience I fucking couldn't do it, and I don't care. But then I realized that you guys had to watch it, so you're welcome.
So
I watched it for you.
My wife mentioned
I'm a good da boy.
My wife mentioned that she saw this movie in the theater with her father, who loved it. I was like, oh God,
poor unfortunate soul.
That's terrible. Yeah. You want to give me a little synopsis
this is
here?
Not an appropriate. We'll get into it. This is not an appropriate movie to see with your father and or your daughter.
No.
Or humans. Or
right.
dogs. Anything, really.
Give us a little synopsis here.
Okay. Before I do
hang on. Before you do that.
22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, of course. But before you do that, I will mention, because you said not an appropriate movie to watch with your father, I was halfway through the movie when my wife and daughter got home, and my wife asked me if I could hang out with my daughter, and I was like, there's an hour left of this movie, you have friends coming over, like, yeah, she can hang out, I just got to watch this movie. And as we were watching it, like, my wife was running around doing some stuff around the house, and
my wife,
the scene where they're in the locker room came on.
Oh gosh!
And the Rachel McAdams' boyfriend was talking about
big mouth guy.
He was waxing poetic. Matthew Lawrence was waxing poetic about his love for her, and the other guy goes gay, gay, gay.
Yeah.
And my almost 2-year-old daughter goes gay, 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 and I was like,
nope.
I was like, all right,
I was gonna ask,
nope, nope.
Did she parrot it?
She did. I was like,
real fast, I didn't look this up for I know I'm going to read this. The director, John Debney.
7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady is the director of this movie.
What did he do?
Tom Brady?
Wait, who's the director?
His name's Tom Brady.
Oh, I wrote down the wrong thing.
You did.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't look. I can look.
Did he do anything?
I can look while you're doing the synopsis.
If this was his first go, okay.
No.
All right.
But it's a Happy Madison production, so I'm not surprised that it's like this.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and read that while you're looking this up.
Yeah.
I'll clear my throat. An attractive, popular teen who is mean-spirited towards others finds herself in the body of Rob Schneider. Now, that wasn't really the end, but that's the ending that I was happy with.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Now, this is definitely just Rob Schneider. Well, I'm sorry. This is half Rob Schneider doing Rob Schneider shit.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So,
you seem excited.
Okay. The movie was written by Tom Brady and Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His first movie that he directed was The Hot Chick. His second director credit is The Hot Chick Deleted Scenes.
Why would you? Of course you did, though. That's part of it. That's part of the original movie, you fool.
His third credit as a director is The Comebacks from 2007.
I don't remember that.
And the fourth and final credit as a director is 2011, Bucky Larson, Born to be a Star.
I don't know what those things are.
Bucky Larson is another Happy Madison production.
Gosh.
Starring
Bruce Willis.
No, Nick Swardson as a former child star. I never saw it, but I know it's terrible.
Exactly what it is. Now, here's the thing: is I used to be I like Nick Schwartzen's early stand-up.
His stand-up was funny. It was funny enough.
Well, for a while, now it's hard to just look at him. I feel really bad because he looks pretty hard, like he's been.
He looks like he's lived a hard life.
Yeah. So it's difficult now.
The fact that this is a Happy Madison movie is of course.
He seems content. I shouldn't bash Nick Schwartzen like that because I guess he's content, but like he just looks. I don't know. He looks a little like he's been floating in a river. Nicest way to say it. So,
all right, Hot Chick, 2002, directed by Tom Brady, starring Rob Schneider, Rachel McAdams, Anna Faris, and Matthew Lawrence.
You know what my first note is? What is this madness? The Egyptian opening, I'm like, what the fuck is any of this? What does that have to do with anything? They didn't really need to do that, correct?
So here's my first 3 notes that address all of this.
Okay.
Of course, it's a Happy Madison production.
Yep.
This movie is all stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the movie has the body swap explanation right off the bat.
Oh, really?
It sets it up. It's like, okay, here's it. Here's this.
You got to dumb it down.
They dumbed it way down.
Why was that slave down? Well, I guess because she wanted to be royalty.
Well, the slave, I think.
What do you want to explain to the people who didn't watch this?
I think the idea was like the queen or whatever who was supposed to marry the king, the woman who was supposed to marry the king, didn't want to have sex with him, so she was making her slave do it.
They all had great bodies. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Why are all Egyptians?
I don't think they were Egyptian. I think they were like Mayan.
No, they were not Mayan.
Well, that's what the pyramid looked like. It was more like a.
No, it was just new then.
I don't think so.
And then as stone ages, it smooths out. It takes away the steps. So that's a little.
He's a geologist.
Archaeological fact building.
He's a geologician.
For your brain. Yeah, archaeologian. Anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, so I just don't. They were all ripped. They looked great. Yeah. They were doing cardio.
Well,
I guess.
They were at that party, and she saw him from up on the balcony. And he was doing something.
Party.
It was. He was doing something that was kind of like gross or whatever, and she was like, "Ew." And then, yeah.
That dad was the same age as her. The one that was like, "You have to go marry him now," and I'm like, I took it as that.
I don't think that was the dad. Oh, I think that was just some rando dude. I think that was like his Jafar.
Oh. Why Jafar? Why?
Because it's his royal vizier. Well, that's what I think of.
All right. I mean, I like that you dumbed it down, not for audience, but for me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. I got it.
In terms of movies that we've done on this show.
Okay. I mean, because it did. It really helped me. I went, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, it's his Jafar.
It's his Jafar.
Okay.
I got it now.
That's what it seemed like to me.
And then I even let my point go, like, oh, totally. That's fine. But yeah, my second note was magic earrings! !
Yes, yep.
Of course. What? Let it go. You let it go.
And then Rachel McAdams steals them.
No, she didn't steal them.
She did.
She got she made her own discount.
That's theft. That's stealing.
I was gonna ask you about this.
It's definitely theft. I would definitely do it.
I thought she was just gonna steal them, and then when she didn't, I was gonna say, I'm gonna bring this up. Like, would you consider that theft?
Yes.
I guess because you're stealing a percentage of the money.
It's theft, but also, like, who cares? Like, I went to...
What kind of display is that bitch running?
I don't think it's her. I think Adam Sandler runs that shop. I think it's his shop.
Oh.
Which is why he can be annoying and she can't actually get rid of him. But she can tell him to go take a nap or something.
First off, they didn't... Nothing about that did they try with his character, but mainly the dreads. If you looked in the dreads, those weren't real, like, it wasn't even a real wig. It
looked like felt.
Yeah, like, you could see that it was actually manufactured material that was sewn, and you're like, you didn't even try to get the right dreadlocks. What the hell is happening?
So what I read in the trivia was that was a reference to a SNL sketch that Rob Schneider was in about like bongos, and he said, you can put your weed in here, and that was the whole character.
Well, you got to drag that joke out.
Yeah, right?
It doesn't work as a one-off.
It doesn't work, period.
You really just need to keep doing it throughout the movie, and then make sure you do it at the end
at
with
the strip club
stripper.
Yeah.
Because,
and then she says she puts her weed in her vagina, I guess.
There's two great things in life, weed and vagina, so you got to merge them if you're Adam Sandler to make the joke.
Yeah.
Or else it's just not going to be good.
Yeah. Why did anyone think that, like, Rob Schneider should be in comedy movies?
I mean, I don't know if he tried drama, but looking into his acting ability, attempting to portray a female, yeah, I could see why he stuck to comedy.
It was very bad.
That wasn't good comedy.
Very
I'm
bad.
saying, like, I wouldn't put him in anything else either. We're gonna be all over with the notes, but when he becomes what is it, Jessica? I was like, what is the lisp and what is the drunken lisp? I didn't know what was happening.
He played a teenage girl as like a gay man, like like an offensive stereotype gay man. That's how.
Yeah,
he
but
played
when
it.
he dropped the accent later, when he first came on the bleachers, he was doing this he was wasted, and she was never like that.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why was he exhausted?
Also,
why was he wearing a suit?
I hate Anna Faris. I hate her. I think she's terrible in everything.
I think she's cute.
Oh, you're wrong.
No,
you're wrong.
Like she's like physically cute.
No, I disagree. I think she looks like the girl who's supposed to be hot, who they put in the movie to like fart and be like, whoops, like
yeah. I don't know.
So bad.
Besides, besides Scary Movie, what
everything
else was
I've seen her in, I hate. But she was in like The House Bunny, and then like that movie with Ryan Reynolds, Just Friends.
Oh,
she's bad. No. I'm not a fan.
There is a movie that she's in that I like because that's when I developed my crush on her.
Yeah, I think she might be. Is she in Waiting? I don't know.
Oh,
which I've never seen.
But I tolerated that movie at the time, but now
we've talked about it.
But she's better in that as like the more abrasive one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her comedy stylings or appearance.
Gotcha.
Although I will say
that story with her was just sad. About
yeah, it really was.
In love with her, and
it really was.
There was no payoff, and then you're like, oh,
damn, like that sucks for her.
That's a bummer. Like I forgot that we don't allow homosexuality.
Except that they were weirdly supportive of the brother.
Yep. Who also, because when you're gay, you cross-dress. Now, once again, that might actually be a thing to explore yourself.
Yeah.
But like, of course, like. That was all the signs were there for a little boy who cross dresses. Clearly, he's homosexual.
Right. That's what they were going for. Which, like,
yeah.
But
you know what I loved? Since we're talking about stereotypes, the fucking Asian mom. That holy shit.
That was insane.
Holy shit. And then at the end, when she dropped the N word, you're like, wait, oh yeah. I mean, you might as well just let that happen. But. I can't remember what she did first, but then they made her. Oh no, it was the kimchi. I made you lunch. I'm not gonna do the accent, but you can imagine
don't.
It. But I'm dropped off lunch. It's kimchi, of course, because that's what they all eat every day. Of course, that's all you would. It's like if someone dropped off sauerkraut. Like you wouldn't just eat a big thing of sauerkraut. Whatever.
You would.
I mean, I would. Yeah, I did. Actually, did that for a while. Remember when I used to ferment it in jars in our basement? Unrelated.
I do.
But then later on, she's like, it's like super nail or super great nail, something stereotypical.
Yeah.
And she, of course, worked at a nail salon. And then it just got worse and worse. Then when she started doing I don't know what the stereotype's called, but when she was wearing the felt suit.
Oh, the velour tracksuit.
Good God, it just kept going.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I don't know
bad.
what to say. I'm like on all levels of cringe. Like I'm not being PC for PC's sake. I'm saying like, oh no, it's gross.
No, this is just bad. It's just like
uncomfortable to watch.
This is not acceptable in any way. Oof.
I don't know how to approach this without going everything. Everything Rob Schneider. I'm like, stop. Oh my God. When he switched, like I at one point went, holy fuck, we haven't seen what's happening with Rachel McAdams. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking fantastic.
Here's the thing.
Because you know what's happening? He was furiously fucking fingering himself the whole fucking...
The two things...
Everything about Rob Schneider being in that body made me uncomfortable. I really didn't want to see him doing... And the moment they bring him in, of course, he's stripping and doing sex favors. I'm like, fucking course.
I said that Rachel McAdams is too good for this movie.
Yeah.
And then I said that there is... it really sells itself short by not having
more of her
and seeing her in it more. Like, she's such a good actor. Like, there's no reason to not have her, except that like the version of that that's good is Freaky, which is, I mean, it's a horror movie, but like Vince Vaughn is good. The way he does the girl is really good and funny, and the killer is really good, and like Catherine Newton is really good. Like, everything about that movie is better than this, and it does what this is trying to do, but better.
So, spoiler, McAdams is way better as him. Clearly.
Yeah. I agree.
In the short time that she has to deliver.
Yeah.
But even like when her boyfriend sees her We see Rob Schneider on the street, and like her reaction to him about just like bluntly like, oh, give me
all
your
right, Bobby.
car.
It was like, oh,
like she was nailing how he was delivering his, which is just Rob Schneider in the beginning, and when he's robbing the gas station. Which, by the way, one thing I will say, I'm like, that was a cool outfit. I love vests.
You love a puffy vest.
I know. It was exciting.
So, okay, Rob Schneider robs the gas station, and then he has to, like, give them gas and do whatever.
Whatever
service
dumb
them.
reason.
So they drive off. He looks down and sees an earring, and then he's very like, oh, can I take it? You're robbing a gas station. Just take it. Like, no one's going to see you pick up
us as the audience,
earring.
We're like, we got it. In fact, it was problematic for me because I'm like, how did it fall out of her ear and then fall out of the car?
Yeah.
All of that didn't make any fucking sense.
No.
So just grab it and move on. Don't linger.
Yeah. Don't shine a spotlight on it.
Yeah. It was silly. How would you not notice one dangly earring?
And then she's wearing it in bed later and is like, la, 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 la. Like, who fucking wears earrings to bed, number one? But also, doesn't she notice that the other one's not there?
No.
It's so bad.
Because she's blind in one eye. The ear that it fell out of, she's blind in that eye. And she couldn't possibly turn her head. It's against law.
What are your thoughts on Melora Hardin as the mother?
I don't know which one. It was that the
Jan.
drunk one?
It's Jan.
Oh, Carol?
Huh?
Her name was Carol.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I've noticed that a lot of, like, just like in Bridesmaids, when they keep calling the people from the office Carol, I've noticed this. Like one of Michael Scott's love interests when they're playing tennis,
that's interesting.
Like in Bridesmaids, they call her Carol, and I've noticed that this repeat thing over and over of like Michael Scott's girlfriends have like have the name recycled. So it's interesting. Anyway, back to it. I don't care. Like you saw that from a mile away that they were gonna rekindle their relationship through him, and you're like, I don't buy it. I don't care. Just knock it off, Rob Schneider.
How shitty
acting
and
like you're helping
racist were the parents, because they were like, well, you're Mexican, so here's some Mexican food. It was like, what are you doing, man? Like,
once again, not to defend anyone, it's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's poorly written.
It's just
lazy writing.
It's just Happy Madison. That's what it is, you know?
It's the same fucking
Which is funny because, like, I talked so much shit about 50 First Dates, but that feels like fucking... I don't know. That feels like Palm Springs compared to this. Like,
yeah, I would take it. And the thing is in 50 First Dates, I'll take Rob Schneider's like that version. I'm like, okay,
because you don't have to deal with him as much.
He sucks. Like it's so over the top in a bonkers way.
And also Drew Barrymore, you get a lot of her.
Yeah, it's just not pervert Rob Schneider just wearing short
dude.
Is it like it wasn't just me. He wanted to show off his dick a lot in this movie, right? He wanted to show his bulge. Why did he keep
showing his dick to, like...
We got it. Like, you don't have to keep
so weird.
It's not funny. It really seems like he was... Well, I guess he was in charge of the movie if he wrote it.
And was a producer on it.
He had
and
too
his
much
writing
say.
partner, Tom Brady, directed it. So, like...
When he felt... I'm sorry, go ahead.
The scene with him in the panties, in the pillow fight, I was like... This is, I do not, this is very uncomfortable. Like, I don't like that he is on set in panties with these young women. Like, this is gross.
I wrote down, he's doing, he's a sexual predator just being in this because he's in control of it. And every time, the whole relationship with Anna Faris, I'm like, oh no, like I feel bad for her having to be attracted to him. Like I'm like, this is written like it makes me feel so uncomfortable that this was really happening on set.
Also, when he tries to like profess his love to the boyfriend at prom, and he goes, "You're a 30-year-old man." I looked it up, and Rob Schneider was 40 at the time. I was like, "You're not 30, man.
No,
come on,
that was
30.
That was
come on."
So when
why even say a number? Why not just say middle-aged?
The part where it was like, I look good, right? You're like, oh, this is sad, Rob Schneider. I also know what I realized. Would you did he shoot himself in the foot with the name? If he was just called Bob Schneider, do you think you would have more mercy for him if he just went by Bob?
No, I would like him less.
I don't know. If it was just Bob Schneider, I'd be like, oh, that guy. Like
Bob Schneider, good to know you. Like, what?
He keeps trying. I'm like, I'll let Bob go. But Rob, you're like, ugh.
So
what's he gonna like fucking Robbie?
Yeah,
Robert. Like, no. Bob.
That makeover scene where he's like getting ready for the prom.
He didn't look any better. He looked the exact
I was gonna say,
fucking same.
I don't know if it's the joke, but he does all the Backstreet Boys, and the one they land on happens to look like Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Like his style is just Rob Schneider. It's just that's what you look like.
I used to know Howie.
It was Howie, yeah.
That's Howie, because I remember that's the one that
Sweet D.
Yeah, one of your sisters always made fun of Howie.
Everyone makes fun of Howie.
Apparently, he wrote all the songs. Like all the songs were written by him, so he took the credit. Ugh. Yeah,
that's why he's in the band.
I don't want to keep doing this. Can we just be done with it?
No, we gotta keep talking about this shitty movie.
I feel filthy being part of this. Like,
yeah, it's gross.
I don't want to promote this in even a negative way. I just don't want to talk about it. This is like a fucking tumor.
I feel like I have written multiple times in my notes, I really hate this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll keep with the bashing. I did write fat girl shaming immediately.
Dude,
with
so
the
much.
Toilet seat.
So much. It's awful.
And then you're like, okay, wait, like, someone was interested, but it was just this stereotypical black guy who likes thick girls.
This
like,
is
whatever,
this movie is the peak of like shitty frat boy punching down humor.
Yeah.
That's all of it.
Yeah. What? Hey, real fast. Have you ever heard of the mascot being the honeybees? Not the bee. Even bee is like hornets and shit. You have that, but honeybees. I kept saying it. Honeybees. All right. Honeybees.
No,
like,
that's weird.
Silly.
It was weird.
I get like right then I had some hope. I'm like, oh, it's silly. It could be.
I like honeybees.
The opening with the Aztecian, Egyptian-esque. Whatever opening. Jafar's house.
It did say a name. It did say like a place that it was like.
I was so hung up on Happy Madison, I fucking blanked for a second.
Sucked.
So Jafar's party house. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this madness? And then the honeybees, I'm like, oh, it's silly. And then it just dropped. It dropped right. I think it dropped right into the fat joke with a toilet seat. I'm like, oh gosh.
It dropped right into the fat joke because
and then the Asian started. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah, no, this is it's
tumbling
so bad.
Downhill.
It's so bad. Like,
you're fucking welcome, audience. We didn't make you watch this shit.
I'm like, here's the thing. I feel like we would have been derelict in our duty of, Freaky Wednesday if we hadn't done it.
Now,
but like.
I only saw Mean Girls once, but I liked it.
Mean Girls is good. It's written by Tina Fey.
Like when they were walking through the mall, I'm like, wait, is this like ripped off?
A couple years before Mean Girls.
Okay, so it couldn't rip them off.
No, that's a standard thing. That's like a trope. But it did. I read the past couple episodes. I've been like reading through the trivia just to like get little tidbits of like interesting stuff. But one of the things.
Hey Zach, I'll give you a tidbit.
Yeah, you will. So, but this you'll like this very interesting bit of trivia.
Okay.
Rachel McAdams plays a mean girl in this movie. She goes on to play a mean girl in Mean Girls. I was like, this is what jackass put this in? It's like, okay.
Oh, I didn't realize she was in both movies.
Yeah.
I can only remember Lindsay Lohan.
She's like the main mean girl.
That was Lindsay Lohan.
No, she's the new girl.
Oh.
Rachel McAdams is
even
Regina George.
Even more terrifying. So you think that director was like, hey, I'm going to make this movie but good. Like, I'm going to make the hot chick but good movie.
So, you know what? The Mean Girls is actually based on a book called Queen Bees and Wannabes.
Bees?
Right?
Like honeybees?
Like honeybees.
All
exactly.
Right. All right.
Now you're in.
You had me at honeybees.
Buzz.
I don't know how to fucking go. All my notes just keep saying the same thing. This movie fucking sucks.
It really does.
Going back to Adam Sandler's accent, I do want to mention that, like, so he struggled. I'll leave it at that. He struggled, but like he really was. It was kind of like he was trying to Rastafarian, but also like. The mom from Bobby's World, like, was kind of in there.
Oh, yeah.
Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know?
I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to do the impression because it's off the wall.
No, I don't want to try. It seems like offensive.
It was that Adam Sandler like standoffish that cowardly voice, but that Canadian Rastafarian. I don't know how to do it. It's goofy. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do like when you're like making a point. I'm just gonna do Adam Sandler like babbling in the background.
Please don't. Did you notice? I don't know the fuck. God damn it! Please stop. Did you notice? You know that song? If you steal my sunshine, making sure I'm not in too deep. Remember that fucking old song? It was really shitty.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't afford I guess they couldn't afford that song, so they played that band's other song. There was another song.
Len?
Yeah, is that what it is?
That's the band.
I heard them. I'm like, I think that's the band that sings that "If You Steal My Sunshine" song.
That song sucked.
Yo, this one was worse. Like they couldn't afford even the hit. Oh boy, this movie fucking bombed.
So I did want to note that the one thing that this movie does better than Freaky is the reaction of Jessica looking down and realizing she has a penis. Her reaction, I thought was better than in Freaky.
Oh, when he screams.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Like the penis.
Yeah, because if you
moment.
Yeah, well, if you didn't have a penis, you'd be terrified.
Okay, hang on. Let me get in that headspace.
Oh, he didn't have your penis. You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Please, fucking don't. I don't like that. What's the schnappity do?
I said shabba-doo.
Oh, God, it's so bad. Like, I won't watch Uncut Gems again because I can't support that man.
He's really good in it, though.
And Punch Drunk Love. Those are good movies.
You know, he's in some good ones.
Fuck.
He's in some good ones. Ooh, 51st Date. No, not going down that road again.
The boyfriend, Billy.
Yeah.
He was the brother in
of Joey
sitcom.
Lawrence. He was Joey Lawrence's brother, Matthew Lawrence. So they had a show that was like the three Lawrence brothers. Well, and Joey Lawrence was the brother in Blossom.
Okay. That's not what I was thinking of then.
Oh, okay.
What's the sitcom that he was in?
They had a show that, like, it was like their show. I don't remember what it was called. And
I didn't watch Blossom, so I don't think it. Like he
Blossom
definitely
sucked.
His face reminded me of a show that I watched that he was in, and I don't know what, but I know that he's handsome. And I said, "Oh, there's that handsome man."
He was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's it. That's who I'm thinking of.
The Lawrence brothers. The Lawrence brothers had a show called Brotherly Love.
But he had a bowl cut in that.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. No, he is very. Yeah. Yeah. Mrs. Doubtfire is.
That's not what I was expecting.
That's a good movie. What do you think?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, anytime that you can't see your kids due to custody issues, and you dress up
and you make
like
a comedy out of it.
An old woman. Did you ever see the recut where they made it into a horror trailer? Like it was because it's believable.
I like that.
Because if you were a psycho dad who fucking dressed up like an old woman to trick your ex-wife.
Yeah, no, he's a monster.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
so heartfelt. He just wants his kids back.
Just a drive-by fruiting.
Robin Williams is so great. Can we do a season that's just watching Robin Williams, like 10 different Robin Williams movies, and we just watch them and we just love it?
And we don't record us talking about it, but we just enjoy it.
We just be buddies.
That's just called being friends.
I don't know if you know this, but we can just hang out. Like, we don't have to even record anymore.
Hey, I'm not recording.
We can just be friends.
Buzz, buzz.
All right. I was nervous you were going to start doing it.
How about I do?
Okay. God damn, what else?
I don't know.
The next page I wrote, his acting is fucking terrible. It just keeps going. It's the same note over and over.
Yeah.
He should only ever be allowed to be Rob Schneider. When he was falling down...
The bleachers?
That was not him.
They just kept showing... No, it was definitely a body double.
No, it was a Puerto Rican man. They didn't even try.
But also, they kept... replaying the same footage of him falling. Same, and it was like acting like it was going forever. And then after that happened, when he's all the way down on the track, it takes Anna Faris about 4 minutes to walk down. And I was like, why the fuck is it taking her so long now?
I was so distracted by whatever accent he was trying to deliver for how he thought that Jessica should be that I just kind of bypassed it. And also I was like, how many times is he falling down those fucking bleachers? How many times have I seen this scene?
And then I noticed specifically, it wasn't even like, oh, we're reusing the same footage. They reused the same little sequence of clips that like is like, oh, this wide where he kind of rolls down, boom, boom, and then a punch in a little to a closer one where his face hits the side and you see the Rob Schneider face and then pull back out. Like, same exact sequence. And I was like, oh, okay.
I just looked at all the rest of my notes, and I have nothing to add that I haven't already said because it's just back. It's literally just going back to Rob Schneider's acting period and how I don't think he's received any training.
Even aside from
how did he get on SNL?
I think he was funny, and I think he had characters. And on SNL, I think he was good.
Oh.
But like, I think there couldn't have been a worse thing for his career than like pairing up with Adam Sandler and just letting him do like, just do Rob Schneider stuff. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's profitable clearly, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's like
there's a difference.
You know,
I used to get in an argument with someone
Me?
about that. No, about like fame and fortune, like
oh yeah,
and like what it actually means. I'm like, no, but if you're still a garbage human being,
if it's bad,
or
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're across the board, everyone makes fun of you and says you shouldn't do this.
Right.
Stop.
Like Dane Cook, like. Everyone just made fun of Dane Cook.
I almost made a joke, but I was like,
Dane Cook was on the first season of American Gods, and he was actually really good in it. And it's not a comedy show at all, but like he was like, oh, he's a good actor, I guess. Okay,
nice,
that's cool. Yeah. And then they fired the showrunner for the second season, and it got really like not good, or just it got weird. I don't know, whatever.
How'd Dane feel about it?
He did not return my email, mainly because I don't have his email address.
Oh, just look up Mr. Cook.
Fuck.
I've noticed every time I go on my phone, I got all kinds of contacts.
Just look in my contacts. Yeah.
So just go under it. It's alphabetical.
So I would say that aside
dish
disliking the actors in the movie, there is not a single likable character.
No,
it's like Freaky that way, where like everyone is kind of an ass, or not Freaky, like Freaky Friday, where everyone's kind of an asshole. You know, even like the dad, who you're like, oh, he's supposed to be nice, and then he's kind of like shitty and like.
Yeah, and the wife was gonna cheat, like.
Yeah, with
Carol was gonna cheat, and then the other family, the woman drastically becomes an alcoholic pillhead or something,
falls
and then
off.
The husband who's just.
He's like, I fucking hate you.
There's no backstory, and I was like, oh, maybe, like, I think at the end, like, was he the bad guy from The Mask?
Oh, maybe.
But anyway, he's like, he's always plays like a mob boss kind of whatever. But he's doing these models.
Is he the guy from Home Alone who's in the Angels with Filthy Souls?
I don't know.
AC says he got my money.
You know what? He might.
It might be.
It might. But anyway.
AC says 20%. I watched it the other day. It's so good.
God damn it. No, he's doing these models. I'm like, oh, does he not have a job? And I'm like, oh, maybe that's his thing. Like, he's going to end up being a big somebody. Like, at the end, like kind of like in Kick-Ass. Like, oh, all of a sudden this dad's going to be like a big mob boss, whatever. And they're like, oh, no, he just likes models. Like,
no, it was nothing. It was not important.
Anything. And he doesn't love his family and just wants to lay in bed and make models.
What's your thought on, they did the same thing as like that Freaky Friday does at the end when they switch back bodies and they physically swap places?
The Rob Schneider face.
Yeah, so isn't it weird? No,
they just wanted to.
No, I mean at the beginning. Like
that was the whole budget for them.
Rachel McAdams goes to sleep in her bed. Rob Schneider should have woken up in her body in her bed, and she should have woke up at his house.
Yeah.
That's how it should have happened. But she wakes up in his body in her bed. I always think that's weird when they do that. It's the minds should be swapping, not the physical, but like that makes it so much more confusing.
No, the minds shouldn't be because the Mayans are swapping. I'm talking about
like Maya Rudolph. Yeah.
I don't care. Like
you hate this movie enough that you don't want to discuss.
Like you explained it again, and I was just like, I'm still not paying attention. I don't care. Like I don't care who fucking woke up where, as long as it's over. Like it's okay. They get a pass. Gets a walk.
Have you ever been to a dance club?
I think I should say yes.
All right.
I mean, I can't. Like, yes, I have. I have many.
I haven't. I know I haven't.
I know I have. Many times, but like not.
Weirdly, I feel like you would have gone with like my older sisters at some point. That seems like something that might happen.
I may have.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, it's always the same thing, just very loud and silly. And no, I have because I've danced a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been to
Back
one.
in the past.
In my past.
I don't dance. No, I did. I danced this week. Never mind. I was about to say I don't dance anymore, and I realized that's not true at all. In fact, I sent you videos of me doing a running dance the other day.
Did you? I don't remember getting that.
I just died in your arms tonight. I have a new strut that I do.
Must
For that
have
song.
been something sad.
It's chasing my son around, dancing.
Yeah, you're a very threatening presence when you
See,
dance.
and that's what the video would be in my house, like all the time.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can just tune in.
Sign up now.
Wow, do you think I could do like a is OnlyFans still around?
Yeah, it is,
Fans
and it's
only
got
or
the
whatever?
porn again.
Oh, cool.
It's porn again.
Well, could I sell just like $5 videos of that?
You don't sell the videos, you sell subscriptions, so they would pay for
Well,
like
that's
a
what
month.
I'm saying.
And you would post videos.
Like, can you do like $1 a month?
I don't know.
Like, I'd be down with that. Like, even if 5 people did it $1 a month, like, fuck it. I'm already doing that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for free.
I don't need the privacy. I do need the privacy. I don't want people seeing
It's just
what I
a
do.
fucking camera.
I'm weird.
I could probably hook up my phone. Just leave my phone. I had to buy another phone. Well, so I'd need the money to buy the other phone.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. See, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's big internet talk right there.
That conspiracy, man. Took away that fucking list that I was looking for earlier.
Speaking of lists, we need to talk about our sponsor.
Yeah, why is there a bathroom attendant at the club?
Because there needed to be.
Isn't that weird?
For the script, because
So stupid.
And it didn't make sense at how supportive he was of explaining.
Yep.
Like, he was definitely doing exposition. Like, no, we got it. We got it.
Yeah.
You don't need, this is not real. No one would actually do this. And at this place, you wouldn't explain to the guy that he shouldn't have ordered something that's clearly not that there. Like, he ordered enchiladas or whatever it was. And you're like, clearly you don't have food there. You don't have food at that club.
You also can't be so stupid as a teenage girl to not understand
what a trough is.
well what a urinal is.
A pee trough
it's
is?
just it's a urinal. Just go like
Yeah.
you know men don't sit to pee. You know that. So just like pull Rob
once
Schneider's
again,
dick out.
That Anna Faris part where, like, let me see your dick.
Everyone wanted to
then-
see her dick.
It's just like, no, Rob Schneider. No one wants to see your penis, dude.
No one wants to see your smooth butt on these fucking shots where you have your dick out on the other side of the kid. Like,
I think,
no.
I don't know. He's always been a little more. I wouldn't
So
say like
smooth.
portly. I don't know what to say. Like I think he was skinnier in this.
Frumpy, I think is the word you want to say.
And he was skinnier in this. And I went, oh no, did he like work out for this? And he wants to show it off
for your
I'm like,
smooth butt.
Ugh.
I was like,
I
I don't like this at all.
No, this movie was uncomfortable, and it seemed like it was just to promote himself.
I feel like we're like
And mainly his
punishing
body, I'm like, why?
ourselves.
That Jerry curl of his, of a fucking head.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Is it wrong that I hate him?
No,
like,
he sucks.
Like, it's not indifference. I hate him. I want things bad to happen.
It's not like, okay,
I want
so
him
like,
to be gone.
so like Adam Sandler, a lot of his movies, like Happy Madison stuff.
I don't
like,
hate Adam Sandler.
No,
I
but
think
a
he's
lot of his
stupid.
stuff is like, oh, this is dumb, whatever. Like, I don't like this. And it has the same type of humor and has that kind of like frat boy, like shitty humor. But then he'll go do an Uncut Gems or a fucking Punch Drunk Love. He'll go and do like these serious movies and be like, oh no, he's a good actor. He can do this if he wants to, but he wants to just go have fun with his friends and make these fucking goofy movies. So whatever. But like, Rob Schneider doesn't have that. Rob Schneider has making copies. Like, that's fucking Rob Schneider's like zenith as a fucking actor. He's like,
and Deuce Bigelow, like,
no, that sucks. It's bad. It's
well,
not
no, I'm
funny.
saying like, well, I haven't.
His
seen it in
high
years.
point as an actor is making copies. You know,
Yeah, well,
it's fucking.
I mean, I see what you're getting at, but I think more people would recognize him from Deuce Bigelow than making copies.
yeah,
you
no,
are correct.
But I'm
That's how
saying
we got-
quality wise.
Yeah.
He reached his creative peak with making copies. That's it.
Oh, golly gee.
Yeah. You want to get into this week's sponsor?
Yeah. What are we doing, Calcium again?
Thanks, Calcium.
Thanks, Calcium. Well, I was thinking Kroger brand internet, and then I was like, oh, fuck, our sponsor.
Not this
Kroger
time.
2% milk. It's
Kroger
got the calcium you
Spackle
need.
from last week.
And sometimes they add vitamin C, and it's got the D.
Ooh. You know, vitamin C really seems like it's like horning in on the first letter of calcium.
Oh, no, I fucked up. Vitamin C Or no, what was it? Vitamin D was added to
Magnesium.
to orange juice, and I never knew why. Like, would you put that sun?
Calcium
in there?
was too.
That sunshine. Would you fucking juicing mushrooms in that motherfucker?
Yes.
Because mushrooms got vitamin D.
Calcium.
Vitamin D. Mushrooms.
From the sun.
Vitamin D. Get it for free. Kind of like my my OnlyFans subscription.
Yeah,
it just dropped in price
$1
to 0. So call in.
We're running a sale.
Call in, roast me.
Yeah, give the number. Oh, we may have gotten a roast. It might have been a roast of you, so we'll see.
Oh, shit.
It may have been a roast.
Better listen to that Friday.
We'll have to listen to that after the episode.
Well, that'll be fun. Well, no, we got to wait for the wedding for the roast. Ah, fuck it.
Are we serious? Are we going to wait 10 months to play the roast, or just we going to play them as they come?
Is it that far away?
Yeah. What more?
Nice. I got time. I got time to get things prepared.
We got to go through our fucking.
I feel like I need
similes.
to build a sculpture of myself.
You just want to build a sculpture of yourself because there is a sculpture of your fiance's brother on the property where you're getting married.
But mine's got to be bigger.
Well, yeah, because he's bigger than you.
Yeah,
in person.
It's a metaphorical thing.
Yeah, you have to show him that you're the bigger man.
I'm the
on
bigger.
That day.
I'll be the bigger brother. I'm the big brother. I've never been one. Well, yeah, I have.
No, you certainly are.
I have a sister. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
And the younger one. I've been everything. I've been all kinds of brothers.
You're also the middle child, which
Me?
explains a lot.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't actually know what that means.
I think it's because I fight for attention.
I'm the fourth child of 6.
Oh, so you're forgotten. That's why no one loves you, really.
I'm everybody's favorite.
Well, in the eyes of God.
Yeah. Him.
With a lowercase g.
Let's fucking do these
Jafar. Oh.
Jafar!
Yeah, he's a god. Or no, he's the most powerful genie. Why didn't he say make me a god?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't.
Hang on, wait a second though. Like, God's a relative term. Like they were shitty Greek gods, right? Like they were like, you're in charge of fucking
yeah,
wood.
like fucking Hephaestus, who's like, I have a forge and I make hammers and swords and shit.
Oh, that's cool though.
It is, but it's still like
That's a weak god though.
right.
But also he's just like he's gotta make shit. Like
yeah, he
he's
makes
the
shit.
god of making shit,
Yeah.
of doing fucking tedious things.
Yeah.
What's the god of just sitting? Is that just regular God? That's regular God.
That's Christian God. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be that God. He's pretty preachy.
Oof.
Well, I'll be a different God that I make up, and I'll be in the sky.
I will be Odin.
Why?
I'm the All-Father.
I want to be I want the trident. I want the fork.
I have two falcons named Husin and Moonin.
Oh, you're dumb.
Look,
Yours
I also have
waste.
2 wolves.
I'm gonna have the thing that I remember. It sometimes it gives you legs, and sometimes it fucking destroys a ship. Remember we talked about that with Little Mermaid? We don't know the full power of that thing, and he wasn't sure either. That's who I want to be.
Yeah,
I want to be Ariel's dad.
Let's play that segment from that episode to eat up some more time on this.
Oh, you gonna put it on?
No, I don't.
Oh, you were fingering over there. You had your finger on the pulse.
Shabba-doo.
God damn it. Let's do the first one.
All right. Yeah, internal monologue.
Oh, I said no.
No, of course there isn't one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
There's never gonna be one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that says a lot about your list, sir.
You chose internal monologue. That was your suggestion. I don't know if that's true.
Was fucks a kid, and yes.
Yes, I also said yes to that.
Fucks a kid.
Taboo seduction. Hits on someone inappropriate.
This is the whole movie, really.
Are we just going out of order because you wanted to say fucks a kid right off the bat?
I needed to jump at it. That was my suggestion.
Yeah. Shitty significant other. I said no.
Yeah, yeah, because of the 2 primary, like there was a shitty significant other, but it wasn't.
Was there?
Yeah, Anna Faris's boyfriend.
Oh no, but she's not the swapper.
doesn't count,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, that guy sucks.
And like the parents, like yeah, they were all shitty, but not.
Yeah, not the main characters.
Not Bob Schneider's, and not
Rachel McAdams' boyfriend was actually pretty great.
He was lovely.
He was. I agree.
A lovely man.
And
also,
man.
He was the middle child of Robin Williams' character.
Hello. What episode? That we had an episode where we just kept doing fucking.
I'm sure
Mrs.
there's multiple episodes we've been doing our whole
Well,
lives.
now there is.
Important day. Do you think the prom was important?
The prom and the cheerleading competition.
So we say
I said yes.
Yeah.
I said yes.
Takes it in stride. Fuck no.
No, they both wig out.
The genitalia thing. But obviously Rob Schneider had more screen time, which is, once again, going back to it, like.
It's a Rob
that was
Schneider
his
vehicle.
Call.
Yeah.
That was his call, so.
Yeah.
It did seem weird. Like, would you say a good 40 minutes passed without seeing.
Oh, longer, I would say.
Because it was quite some time. Until when they finally showed her, I was like, oh, shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, oh, they are going to get to her. Okay.
Anywho. But we took care of Fuck's a Kid. So
we took care of it.
Explains to an outsider, clearly.
Yeah.
I think that one's... Has that one hit every single time?
Yeah. I think so.
It's going to happen. That's why that one's going to carry over.
That's a good one.
Again. Later on.
So I was looking to see if this was like her first role, but it looks like maybe...
I'm going to roll the dice and say no.
It looks like maybe it's... She's got 6 before it, but most of them are TV movie or TV series, like smaller roles.
Like daytime.
There's only 1 actual movie or 2 actual movies beforehand, and they're small roles. So this may have been her like big role that got her into like her next movie is Mean Girls. So like maybe Tina Fey sees her in this and says, "Oh, she's funny. She can play this," and that sends her on her way.
Making movies.
Yeah.
Chaos, number 7.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes.
Clearly. Anytime that you're switching genitals.
I don't think they both said they want to trade.
No, they didn't.
So...
Not at all. New perspective, she got one.
Yeah, I think she got one.
He did, no.
No, but I think she got one, so I count
garbage.
it.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. And then polar opposites.
Yeah, they're polar opposites, yeah.
Enough.
I give it.
Like, she was snooty. And
so did we give it all the same ones?
Class. Yeah. What did you get, 6 of 10?
I got 7.
7?
7.
Oh. Maybe I just counted wrong.
I got Important Day, Fuck's a Kid.
Yep.
Chaos.
Explained Outsider.
Explained Outsider. Chaos.
New Perspective.
New Perspective. Polar Opposite. No, I got 6. You're right. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dummy.
I'm so
you big
sorry.
stupid pile of waste.
I got 6. We both got 6.
Well...
That's a 60% movie. What a piece of shit. Don't fucking watch this movie. God.
I don't know. It's fucking...
I was so bummed. When I watched it. And I really think that
I was bummed because of the New Girl thing. I thought I was going to watch the New Girl.
Okay, but to be fair, this movie...
Who's that girl?
Yeah,
it's Jess.
Okay.
You know that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, of course I know
it's
it.
It's the show.
To be fair, you initially thought that this movie was White Chicks, and then you thought it was The New Girl.
Well, at least it wasn't White Chicks. I've never seen that movie, nor do I need
My
to.
wife says it is a good movie, and
White
I
Chicks?
disagree with her.
Did you get the divorce?
Not yet.
Because I can make a big statue of you giving her the paperwork for the divorce.
No, I think we'll stick together.
Oh.
If Big Bang Theory didn't do it, why would this?
That's sad. That show was sad.
You watched it.
Remember the time that one of the characters' moms got cancer?
No.
Me neither.
No, I don't.
I didn't watch that show.
So what kind of school lets a janitor start working before they run the background check?
What you're up to. No, hang on.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't want to go back to the movie, but like, why did she have to get the job? Why was that fucking necessary?
So she could be there at school for some reason. I don't know. And then she honest,
that was really expedited.
I don't know why she thought she needed to do it, but for whatever reason, it paid off. Because she overheard a bunch of shit.
What fucking kind of... Now, we didn't... When we did gym or whatever...
Yeah.
We... didn't shower. We didn't have that whole. The
shower was there. Absolutely.
We
should have.
We didn't have to shower there.
No, because we're fucking dirtballs.
Yeah, they didn't mandate it after class. But also, we didn't have time to. We didn't have shower. Time. These guys are just lounging around.
Yeah.
With their
dicks
penises out.
Yeah.
Peni out. Just willy nilly.
Willy nilly.
Talking about Oh, I don't want to replicate what he said.
No,
But
it was
just
awful.
the most gross, fucking like, oh, that's why I need a new one in the stable kind of shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, fucking deuce.
He said, I like that new car smell
Yeah.
when talking about having sex with other high schoolers.
Yeah, you kind of forget the fact that they're all minors.
Yeah,
because,
they're
you know,
trash.
they're clearly 30 years old.
Yeah. I thought that the dad, like, talking to the gardener about sex was super weird. Like, why did he do that?
If they wouldn't recognize Jessica's voice, why did Rob Schneider have to pretend to be foreign?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Because this movie sucks.
Oh.
Did you ever consider that as an option? That this movie sucks? It sucks.
To be repeating thing.
All
All right, I see you like looking at your notes. I want you to be done. I need to be done. I think they want us to be done.
Why are
Please.
early 2000s teen movies so much about cheerleading?
No. It's just the ones we picked. We chose our own destiny, and we chose wrong.
Interesting.
We chose poorly.
No, I think that that fucking heist movie, I liked it. What was it called?
Sugar and Spice?
Sugar and Spice. I thought Sugar and Spice was good.
I hate it.
I didn't love it, but like, here's the thing though. If you watch Sugar and Spice right after the hot chick, you'd be like, perfection. like that's what you would do.
Fair enough. Well,
so I forgot that I saw a movie in the theater and I wanted to talk about it.
we're not talking about Ghostbusters.
No, it's not a different movie.
We're not talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I saw Spider-Man.
We're not talking about it. I haven't seen any of these
Okay, we'll
things
go
yet.
see it.
I'll see it and then we'll talk.
But
Butts and wieners.
I'm gonna forget if you don't do it soon.
Okay, well,
So go see
put it
it.
on the to-do.
It's on the to-do. Go do it.
Oh, okay. I like watching things from home now.
I like
don't
going
know
into
if I'm
theaters. I missed it. I'll be seeing.
Well, maybe we'll go on Christmas.
As we mentioned, we're in the future. I'm gonna go see a movie on Christmas. It will probably either be Licorice Pizza or
You're just saying words.
Nightmare Alley. No, Licorice Pizza is the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie that has Philip Seymour Hoffman's son in it.
Now. Oh,
It's supposed to be really
Does he
good.
do heroin too?
I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Oh well.
I'll get that email sent out.
No,
I'll just check my
Just
contacts.
check your contacts. It should be. It'll be under Hoffman.
Yeah.
That's his name.
So we should go see one of those movies on Christmas. I don't know which.
All right.
But yeah.
2021 Christmas.
Yeah, 2021
Because they're not going to know what we're talking
because we're in the past, bro.
Well, now we're in the future, but then
We're in
we'll
the
be
future, but
past.
we're in the past.
I don't like this.
So next week we're going to be talking about a little picture from 2016 called Your Name, which I've never seen. It's an anime and it looks it's supposed to be pretty good. I'm not a big anime fan, and I know you are.
I fucking hate anime. It's gonna be grueling, guys. You gotta watch this one because I might not make it.
Well, I think we put it in a good position behind the hot chick because you're going to be so impressed with
Relieved.
whatever movie you watch next that isn't the hot chick.
That is true. Tune in. I will come more optimistic.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it because, like I said, I hadn't heard of it before.
Plus, we'll be in the future, so we'll tell you all about what.
Well, yeah,
happened.
and we're getting
and what
close.
you got for Christmas.
We're
that
getting
you already
close to
got.
the end of this season. Yeah, so write in and tell us what you got for Christmas, or leave a voicemail roasting us, or what else did we want? Australia. We want Australian callers.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened with that?
No, we never got any.
What the
They don't like
fuck?
us.
You really let us down.
But after this, we only have 4 episodes left in the season, so
in
we're
our lives.
we're reaching
and
that.
and then we expire
Yeah.
like 2% milk.
Yeah.
The only milk that expires because it's past its date.
Thanks, calcium.
Thanks. Calcium.
So yeah, give us, and if you've got ideas for stuff for season 4, send them our way. We're interested. We want to hear. We've got a list of potential seasons, but we love your input, listeners.
Cue it up.
Well, thanks for listening. Tell all your friends about us, and be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what we do, why? Oh, wait, you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us online at KeystoneCopycats.com. We're at Keystone Copycats on Instagram and Facebook, and at Keystone Copycat on Twitter. you got something to say, you can email us at keystonecopycats@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 513-239-7682. Don't forget to listen to Sinclarity, A Dinosaur's Tale every Friday. And until next time, I'll be Zach, and he will be
The boy.
the boy. All right.
Bye.